Hook in 2026, AI writes production code faster than senior engineers, and a Stanford study just proved it. Developers who refuse to use AI coding tools are now falling behind within 6 months. This isn't a prediction. It's the data. INTRO The coding landscape has completely transformed in the last 18 months. Tools like Cursor, GitHub Copilot, and Claude Code are no longer just autocomplete on steroids, they're autonomous agents that plan, architect, and ship entire features. And the scary part? The gap between AI-assisted developers and those coding alone is widening every single week. Today we're breaking down exactly which AI coding tools are winning in 2026, what the data actually says about human versus AI code quality, and the brutal truth about what happens to developers who ignore this shift. The data doesn't lie, AI beats humans. Let's start with the numbers because they're honestly hard to believe. A June 2026 Stanford study benchmarked AI coding assistants against human developers on real-world tasks. The AI-assisted group completed coding assignments 126% faster than the control group. But here's the kicker, their code had 40% fewer bugs. 40% fewer. This isn't about AI replacing humans. It's about AI-augmented humans absolutely crushing solo developers. And if you're not in the augmented group right now, you're competing against people who are running circles around you. The Code Assistant Arsenal, what actually works in 2026. So which tools is everyone using? The big three are Cursor, GitHub Copilot, and Claude Code. Cursor has pulled ahead for full-stack development because it understands your entire codebase. It navigates between front-end and back-end files like a real developer. Copilot now ships with agent mode that can handle multi-file refactors, write tests, and even open pull requests. But the dark horse is Claude Code. It's a terminal-native agent that works directly in your shell. You describe the feature, and it writes the code, runs the tests, fixes the bugs, and commits. All hands off. The common thread across all three? You don't type code anymore. You describe what you want and review what the AI produces. Pause 2 seconds, let that sink in. The job of writing code as we knew it is over. The skills that still matter, what AI can't do yet, but before you panic, here's what AI still can't do. System design. Architectural decisions. Understanding business context. Knowing which trade-offs actually matter for your specific product. The developers who thrive in 2026 are the ones who've shifted from being code writers to being code architects and reviewers. You don't need to memorize syntax anymore, you need to understand patterns, scalability, security, and user experience. AI writes the implementation. You provide the judgment. And that judgment is the most expensive skill in tech right now. The beginner trap, why new dev skills are collapsing. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to talk about. Junior developers who rely too heavily on AI coding tools are developing what researchers call a code generation dependency. They can produce working code faster than ever, but they're not building the mental models that come from struggling through problems yourself. Senior engineers who already have those mental models? They're using AI as a force multiplier. Juniors who never built the foundation? They're becoming AI prompt operators who can't debug when the AI gets it wrong. And the AI does get it wrong about 15% of the time on complex tasks. If you're learning to code right now, use AI as a tutor, not a crutch. Ask it to explain why it wrote something, not just to write it. What happens next? The 12-month prediction: by this time next year, every major IDE will have deep AI integration as a default, not a premium feature. The companies that haven't adopted AI-assisted development will be shipping at half the speed of their competitors. Individual developers who refuse to use these tools will be unhireable not because they can't code, but because they can't compete on output. The adaptation window is open right now, in mid-2026. But it won't stay open forever. OUTRO, here's the bottom line. AI coding tools aren't coming. They're here. And the developers who embrace them as partners, not threats, are the ones who will dominate the next decade of software engineering. If this video opened your eyes to what's actually happening in the developer world right now, smash that subscribe button. Tomorrow we're covering the AI that's secretly managing millions of dollars in automated trading, and the results are wild. You're not going to want to miss that one. Drop a comment below. Which AI coding tool are you using, and has it actually made you faster? I read every comment. See you tomorrow.